Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today Television. I'm Sakshi Batra and this is Market Today, a show where we'll help you understand the closing action on the D Street. Well, it's been very volatile of late. If you look at the Nifty, it's trying to just hold on to that 22,700 mark, but it's been wild swings in the last few minutes. So 128 points higher on the Nifty. The Nifty bank is just up about 0.1% odd or so. 49,139 still on the side as far as the Nifty bank is concerned. Although across the sectors, it's the realty space that's been shining bright from the morning trade. Now 4% high in trade, hovering at the near day's high point as far as the Nifty realty is concerned. The small caps have inched higher. There's a 3% recovery coming in onto the small caps as well. PSU banks doing well, 2.7% inching up right now. Nifty IT is up by 2.5%. The Nifty next 50 mid caps, oil and gas, infra, metals, they're all doing very well. What slipped into the red? From the banking space, the private banks. Remember, the gainers of yesterday are seeing some profits being taken off the table right now. 0.3% of a decline on this one. Pharma, FMCG, the defensive pack, so to speak, where there was a rush of money immediately when the market saw those results come in, is again in the downward direction. Although the India VIX is lower by about 9% at 17 levels, so those are a little bit comforting as far as the levels are concerned on the India VIX. Top movers on the Nifty, Shriram Finance 3.5% higher, HCL Technologies, Tech Mahindra, SBI Life, State Bank of India, Eicher Motors are the top movers right now. When we look at the top laggards on the Nifty, you'll find names like Hindalco, that's down 3%. You have Hindustan Unilever, Asian Paints, Hero MotoCorp, M&M, Nestle, Cipla, IndusInd Bank. These are the spaces where profits are being taken off. So the winners of yesterday are seeing some sheen taken off in today's trading session. Although the good part is that the PSU stocks are holding on 3.3% higher in trade. Let's welcome our guest on board. Prashanth Tapse joins in, research analyst at Senior VP of Research at Mehta Equities. Prashanth, welcome to Business Today Television. Thank you for joining in. What is your own sense on the Nifty right now, the way it's volatile at this point in time? Where do you see it headed?
I think the volatility will continue post the biggest disaster which we saw last Tuesday. And the markets will go nowhere. I think the lower of around 21,800 and the higher about the new all-time high, that would be the a range for the markets for the shorter time. Because the next big event would be the cabinet being made, the portfolios being distributed among the other two, which are the new kingmakers like JDU and TDP. But the end of the day, it is making some lot of headlines with respect to the cabinet ministry distribution as well as the ministry distribution. So markets will be highly volatile on these headlines, as well as markets will look forward for the Q1 earnings, which will start in the July. And then the budget, which is the next biggest event. How will this budget look like? Will it be same like an interim budget last time when they presented? Will it be better than that? So there is a good betting going on the budget expectations, but the market will go nowhere. The range is very much fixed. The all-time high level or the higher levels, and the 21,800 would be on the lower levels.
Okay. Any particular stocks, Prashanth, that have come onto your radar in the last 2 or 3 days of volatility that we have seen? Anything that may have come to your own expected radar and maybe you may be purchasing?
I think that was very surprised to see Adani Port below 1,200 in the last 2 days, and that was a great opportunity to buy for an investor for an infrastructure-focused stock as well as a good fundamental cash cow for Adani Group. That was one stock which we got at the right time. Plus, again, I think GAIL is a second stock one should look at buying a stock on the basis of the hydrogen play, which is going to have a next 1 or 2 year story. So GAIL would be the second stock which is trading at around 205, 206 right now, and we have a good forward-looking target for the stock.
Okay, got that. 6% higher for GAIL right now, and Adani Ports is hovering about 1355 odd levels currently with a positive bias. What about BHEL as well, with the kind of new order inflow that has come in for the company of 7,000 odd crore rupees? We did see the stock inching higher, 12-13% in trade. Some profits being taken off right now, hovering about 9% up in trade. Where does the stock go from here?
I think that now going forward for next few days, markets will be looking at profit booking attempt at every higher levels. If you see an example of 10-15% movement in even the defense stocks or a shipping stock, there is a good profit booking attempt being seen at every higher level. I think if a trader is going to bet on BHL right now, again the upside is very limited to 300 rupees, and any good momentum of 5 to 10% in a day is a best day to book profits. We don't know what tomorrow, how markets will turn out due to global markets or any news from the government side. So
Huh.
anytime, any momentum of 8 to 10%, but traders will try to book profits.
Okay, got that. So that's as far as BHEL is concerned. Let's also look at some of the buzzing stocks right now which are hovering at the day's high level. Oracle Financial Services is at the day's high point. It's recovered from the day's low. Then there is Bharat Ventures, very strong moves, 15% higher right now. So you have Oracle at 5.3% up. You have Bharat at about 15% uptick right now. You also have Biocon that's been doing very well in trade today, about 4-5% higher in trade. We can see how Biocon is really moving. 327, yes, it's 7% move and it's near the high point of the day as well. Let me ask you on Biocon. Interesting moves have been developing over the last couple of months, if I can say. And time and again the stock has been moving up. What is really behind this recent momentum that's built on Biocon? Are you tracking this closely?
Technically, yes, we were tracking this stock from last 2-3 quarters, but the stock did not perform last 2 quarters. But suddenly, in the last 2 months, the stock has been on the up move because of the valuation. I think the way the stock was down near to 250, 260 levels 2 months back, that was the time the valuation got very much comfortable. And then there was some changes in the company business model. I think the company is going to announce a lot of corporate announcements in going forward. I think in Q1 there will be a lot of actions going on in the corporate action side. So that is the what market is taking it in advance, and stock is moving very upside. I think if you look at 1 or 2 quarter target, again 400 can be a best level target for Biocon.
Okay, got that. So that's as far as Biocon is also concerned. Let's come to the top performing sector in today's trade. It's the realty space, Prashanth. How closely are you looking at the realty moves? Of course, this sector has been an outperformer of calendar year 2023 or fiscal year 2024. Some bit of consolidation and the stocks are back up on the move again. So stocks like Macrotech, sharp 10%, 11% kind of moves were seen in trade today. Brigade, it's 8.5% higher. Shobha is up by 7%. Prestige is up by 5%. Godrej Property is up 4%. There is no let up in the kind of rally that we are seeing here, Prashanth. Where would you keep your focus as far as the real estate names are concerned?
I think there are two ways to look at this sector. One is the interest rate scenario, which is very much stable as of now.
Yeah.
That is giving very comfortable level for a real estate industry to be on a positive side on a short term as well as long term. Second, again, if you see month on month sales numbers in the real estate stocks, be it any Oberoi, Lotus Supremos or anything else, so I think they are going to give a lot of good results going forward, and I think that is giving them a very good comfort. And every dip is been bought. Any markets, any reasons, if markets are down and the real estate stocks are available at least 2-3%, 5% downside, it has been bought like anything. So I think this year real estate stock will do better in terms of their margin as well as their long-term outlook. So in stock, I think we like Godrej Properties as well as Oberoi stocks in specific for a long-term investor.
All right, got that. So that's the kind of move that we can expect in the real estate space. Let's go to the broader market. Several of the names doing very well in trade today. So let me just take a few names right here. IFB Industries, 17.7% higher in trade. Nazara Technologies, 16% high. Century Textiles, 15.5% up. Sequent Scientific, that's up 15% in trade today. Vatek Wabag is 14% higher. Minda, it's 13.8% higher. We have Nandan Denim, that's 13% up. KNR Constructions, I remember we had discussed this early in the morning with Rajesh Palvia, and he had pointed out how KNR Constructions is very positive on. And the stock is up about 12.5%. Even PNC Infratech, he had taken both these names. You can check about 12% higher in trade right now. So these were the stocks that were discussed in the morning show. They have continued on their strong move throughout the trading session. Then you have PNB Gilts, that's moving up about 12% higher. You have Gulf Oil Lubricants also, strong move. Go Digit General Insurance, one of the recently listed stocks. did not have a very substantial listing gain or something, but it had moved on, and now you can see a 10% surge coming in on this as well. Strong move across the board, various sectors and stocks. Anything that catches your attention within the names that I spoke of, Prashant, from the broader market space?
I think IFB would be the best in class stock to look at. The way how the stock did not perform last 10 days, the valuation played a very good game here. That would be a good stock for an electronic segment, and IFB is the leader in the washing machine segment. And I think for a long-term investor, it was an opportunity to buy the stock at today's low or in yesterday's low. It's an opportunity. I think even at the upside of 18% today, a comfortable long-term investors can go and hunt this stock at this level also. I am very much positive on the sector.
Okay, got that. You know, the other space that is picking up attention is the IT space. Remember at 12 noon today, we had Sanjeev Bhasin joining in, and he was constructive on the IT space, and there's one stock that he talked about. He said, I'm positive on HCL Technologies. HCL Tech has now moved to the day's high point. It's now at 3.8% higher. So the one stock from the IT space that he was bullish on is HCL Tech, and it's now at almost 1394 odd levels. Apart from this, Tech Mahindra, Infosys, TCS, the front runners, LTI, Mindtree, these are the ones that are also pulling up the entire IT index today. Prashant, let me bring you in. As far as the IT space is concerned, what's with this fresh move, and will this be sustainable, and which are your top picks in this?
I think there are two reasons for IT stocks again. One is the rupee momentum, which is benefiting the IT stocks. Second would be the interest rate scenario, where Bank of Canada has started reducing the interest rates, and it is the first Asian country which has started to get down the interest rates at the 25 basis point. And I think the markets are getting priced in the next meeting of Fed as well as RBI, where there are high hopes of interest rates cut scenario at least. So because of this hope, again, IT industry got catch up the action. And from last 2 days, I think post the election results, IT sector, FMCG sector, as well as the pharma sector, these sectors were very much in action. And today the reason would be mainly on the back of Bank of Canada cutting 25 basis point interest rates, and the hope of Fed also being considered to cut interest rates. So if interest rate getting cuts, so I think IT industry will be the best sector to get benefit.
Okay, got that. So that's the view coming in on the IT space as well. Let's again look at some of the other movers. Insurance space, let's take your view, Prashant, on the insurance space as well. SBI Life Insurance, again 3.8% higher. Remember, again, I'll bring in Sanjeev Bhasin's viewpoint here. So he had talked about three sectors. Prashant, maybe you can also give us your views there. He said that insurance, FMCG and IT, these are the three sectors that he is now getting incrementally bullish on. And from the insurance, he was betting big on HDFC Life. He said SBI Life, these are the pedigree stocks that one can really look at. SBI Life has now moved to the high point as far as the Nifty moves are concerned. Again, 3.8% higher for this one. I also had seen LIC. Yes, it's still holding up onto that 3% move. It was of course higher in the morning trading session, but it's holding on. Anything that looks attractive to you within the insurance basket? Where would you look for fresh moves now?
I think LIC is the best in class stock one should focus. Even though if it is a PSU kind of stock, the stock has not still performed well as the other PSU stocks have performed. So LIC below 1,000 rupees, I think one should go and bet it for long term again. A long term target can be around 1,200 rupees for at least a 12 months view. But yes, with respect to the valuations, again, when we compare to all the other private insurance stocks, LIC is bit low in terms of valuation, and there would be a good catch going forward 1 or 2 quarters. The numbers will be great, and the way how markets are performing, their yields will also grow, the treasury profits will also grow, and I think good stock to hold for long term.
Good stock to hold for long term. Okay, we'll keep an eye out on that. But let's not forget the defense space. There is continuous move there. HAL is now at a 7% move. 4,671 rupees is what it is trading at. Along with this, we also saw BEL moving up in trade. So Cochin, all of these defense names have been moving in tandem. Let's pull up all of these stocks to see how are they doing right now. So yes, a 4.7% move on BEL as well. Let's also pull up BEML, Cochin Shipyard, Mazagon, Garden Reach, 10% higher for Cochin Shipyard. No let up there. A very strong momentum. BEML is 7.9% higher in trade. Mazagon, let's pull up GRSE as well. The management was with us in the morning too. Bharat Dynamics is 4.5% higher. No let up in the defense. After just 2 days of a sell-off, the space is back and how 11.5% higher for Mazagon Dog, 31.21 being seen on this one as well. Prashant, what would you say?
So the outlook remains same post the election disaster, whatever it happened. But again, the government has made it very clear their focus on defense will be remaining as good as what they were targeting before the elections. So that made a good trigger for these stocks to again come back to in action and go for circuit levels. In this space, I like Cochin Shipyard still. I think it's in circuit right now. But again, I'm expecting another 10-15% momentum from these level also. So if anybody would like to bet on this stock, today's low would be a stop loss for very short term, and one can bet on Cochin Shipyard for at least 2,000, 2,200 rupees as a target.
Okay, 2200 could be coming in on Cochin Shipyard. One can bet on this stock going forward from here. Well, thanks a lot, Prashant, for being with us and discussing such a variety of stocks and sectors on the show with us. Truly appreciate your time. Thank you so much for being with us. Viewers, will now welcome our other guest on the show, Kunal V. Parar, joins in. He is the Vice President of Technical Research at Choice Equity Broking. Welcome, Kunal. Good to have you. Tell us where are you keeping an eye out on? There's a flurry of sectors that are throwing in good opportunities. The Nifty is back up above 22,800 yet again, 192 points higher in trade. How are you looking at the markets?
Good afternoon. Well, right now it's, the way Nifty and Bank Nifty both are behaving at this structure. I'm looking. It looks very good to me because both the index has smartly covered its day before yesterday's momentum. Right now, Nifty is trading at 22,814 and Bank Nifty is trading at 49,306. So almost 4 to 5% of momentum Nifty and Bank Nifty has covered from its day before yesterday's close. So at this level, the way ongoing, the way BJP-led NDA is going to form its government, and with Narendra Modi has said that we are going to take actions, particularly in terms of infra and all. So it has put some positive sentiment in the market. Right now, I'm looking at somewhere around 23,000 of level in Nifty upper side, and above it again touched to 23,200. Downside support comes at 22,600. So this would be a trading range for upcoming trading session. Not only if we talk about Bank Nifty right now, it is trading at 49,300. We can see an upside movement up to the level of 49,800 to 50,100. While downside it has strong support at 48,800. So this would become a good trading range for Bank Nifty as well. Overall view is positive side only for both the index.
Okay, got that. Any particular stocks that have come on your radar, Kunal, today which you will want to carry on as trades?
Well, one stock is there in which I'm seeing a good upside momentum, and name is Biocon. Right now, Biocon is trading 328, and the way stock has been trading, okay, it looks very good to me. Right, one can go for long at 310, 328.85 with a sell of 315. The upside target comes at 341 first target, and if stock breaks this 341 level, then we can see further upside momentum up to the level of 359 to 360, which means we can see somewhere around 8 to 9% of momentum in the Biocon itself from the present level. So one can go for long in Biocon with the SL of 315.
Okay, Biocon can be kept on your radar. Stop loss of 315. You can continue to hold on. There could be a strong momentum on Biocon going forward from here. Now 7.7% higher, and both our guests, both Kunal and Prashant, also vouched positively for Biocon in trade today. The other one, okay, let me look at the FNO space. The top mover today is Glenmark Pharma. Strong move right there. How are you looking at the stock, Kunal? Is there anything in the charts that you would like to highlight for our viewers?
Yes, definitely. Now, if we exclude yesterday and day before yesterday's momentum. Then right now stock is about to give a breakout of its flag formation on an early chart, and the way stock has been trading in an upward edging trend, upward edging channel formation, we can see further upside momentum in the counter. Right now stock is trading at 1204 level, and one can go for long in the counter with strict SL somewhere around 1100 1110 point. So if we talk about target size, then right now stock is trading at 1204, and if we keep SL at 1110 level, then targets would be at 1275 first target, and if stocks breaks this 1275, which is hidden resistance for the counter right now, stock also march towards the 1400, which would be somewhere around 15 to 16% of return that we can see in the counter itself. So yes, Glenmark looks very positive to be. One can go for long at 1110 with SL.
Okay, got that. Let's again look at some of the winning pockets then to see if we can find out any trades. Okay, let me ask you on the power financiers, which we haven't discussed on the show yet. The PFC and the RECs of the world. Again, no let up and a strong move coming back. Remember, these are the stocks that on the day of the crash on the Lok Sabha elections day, they had fallen up to 25%. In hindsight, Kunal, were they offering great prices to take an entry into?
Well, my view is like to hold these stocks, but do not go for a fresh recommendation, because high volatility is there in both the counters, and the risk reward is not proper at current juncture. So anyone have this stocks in their portfolio, please hold these stocks. We can see good upside momentum. So no fresh recommendation, but yes, we can hold this stock.
Hold this stock. Okay, I'll ask you on the EV theme now, Kunal. There's one stock that we had touched upon in the morning, viewers. Remember, before the markets opened, I had shared with you that Uno Minda could be in focus because it is doing this tie-up on the electric vehicle space, and the stock is now moved to the high point of the day. It's moved up to 13.7% kind of levels right now. 979 can be seen on Uno Minda right now. Kunal, how do you read the charts of Uno Minda after this sharp move? Would it be prudent to wait for a dip before entry, or is there much more to go?
Yes, we can see a very good upside momentum in the counter. Right now, counter is trading with 14% of gain. Not only this, counter has also given a breakaway gap. Okay, counter has given a breakout of its flat formation as well, and with an average above volume. So we can say further upside momentum in the counter, somewhere around 1200 to 1300. So it's like to hold the stock, but do not go for fresh buying, because risk reward is not favorable. So if you have the stocks in the portfolio, please hold the stocks. We can see very good upside momentum in the counter during upcoming trading session.
Okay, got that. So that's as far as Minda is also concerned. Let's again get back to the markets to see how the momentum is building on. Viewers, we are above 22,800, 0.8% of an uptick can be seen on this one. Realty space, small caps, mid caps, PSU banks, IT, oil and gas. This is the top radar as far as the sectoral movers are also concerned. Let me also share one interesting fact. Okay, let me share the top contributors on the Nifty moves right now. It's from the IT pack. Infosys is contributing nearly 42 points in trade today. L&T is contributing 22 points to Nifty's gains. SBI is contributing 21.5. TCS contributing 20.7. HCL Tech contributing 16 points, and HDFC Bank contributing about 13 odd points right now. Within the IT pack, how are you looking at the fresh moves right here, Kunal? What needs to be carried on as trade?
Well, if you talk about IT side, then few stocks are there which looks good to me, particularly for stage Infosys itself. Okay, now stock has a strong support at 1380, and even before stock took the support of the same level, and it went up to the level of 1700. So at present level, my view is to go for long in Infosys. Right now, stock is trading at 1472 level, and XL would be at 1380 level only. If you talk about target side, then target would be somewhere around. First target comes at 1540, 1540, and second target comes at 1656. So Infosys is from my side, and again, I'm looking at Wipro. Okay, the way Wipro has been trading since last 2 to 3 days, and counter also made hammer candlesticks formation, which is a bullish reversal formation, and right now stock is trading above its high of bullish reversal candlestick. So we got the confirmation for an upside momentum. So one can go for long at 460. If we talk about SL side, then SL would be at 410. No doubt SL is a little bit bigger, but we can also see the that kind of target as well. So first target comes at 500, and if stocks breaks this 500, then we can see somewhere around 560 as our ultimate target.
Okay, got that. You know what I'll do, viewers? I'll bring in front of you some of the rarest of the rare stocks which we have hardly discussed on our channel. But these are the stocks that have actually shown extreme momentum on the positive side. I'll bring to you first Tips Industries. Kunal, I'd ask you to also look at the share price and the chart of Tips Industries. In the last 6 months odd, the stock has moved up 19.5%. Today, the stock is up 10.5%. It's moved to the high point of the day. A very strong surge can be seen on this one. Why I'm talking about Tips Industries? If you remember, in March, Mark Mobius, the global market expert, had talked about 3-4 stocks. Even on our channel, he had come in and shared about some stocks. He said that music industry in India is something that he wants to bet on, and within that he's positive on Tips Industries, and the stock has moved up very sharply in trade today. Let's find out from Kunal if there is actually any momentum that one should be grabbing on to. What do the charts suggest to you, Kunal, here?
Well, chart is suggesting an upside momentum only in the Tips India Limited. Right now, it is trading at 424 level, and the way stock has been trading above its moving average. Not only this stock took the support. Recently, the stock has taken the support of its previous bottom as well. Okay, so we can see a very good upside momentum in the counters based on this technical juncture, because based on this technical equation. But I am not recommended to go for long at this level, to go for fresh long at this level, because this reward is not proper, because right now strong support comes at 370 level, and if talk about upside, then the first target comes at 450. So no proper risk reward is there for fresh recommendation. But yes, if you have this stock in the portfolio, then please hold these stocks. We can see good upside momentum up to the level of 450, and if stocks gives a breakout of this 450, then we can see another march towards a level of 500.
Okay, got that. Okay, there is some news coming just in. Remember, in the morning we had discussed ITC and how the stock could be in focus because the board is meeting as far as to discuss the demerger of the hotels business. There is some momentum coming back on ITC. Yes, 1.5% higher. You can see that uptick from the day's low point. It had been choppy throughout the trading session, a very bad intraday chart right now, but it's spiking now, and the reason is that the hotel business demerger has got the shareholders nod. 99.6% shareholders have approved the demerger proposal of the hotels business from the conglomerate of ITC. Let's understand from you, Kunal, how have you been looking at ITC? You can see the spike increasing now, 1.6% higher after this news.
No, it's a clear cut buy recommendation from my side as well. Right now, ITC is trading at 437 level, and stock also has taken the support of its previous bottom, which was placed somewhere around 400 level. Okay, afterwards it went up to the level of 446. So we can see the same replicate momentum in the counter from the present level. So from my side, it's like to go for a long at present level. First target would be at 446 now, that is for positional level. But if a counter gives a breakout of this 446, then we can see a good upside momentum up to the level of 480, and more above it 520 would be there. So yes, it's a clear cut buy recommendation from my side. One can go for traditional positional short term, medium term, long term trading in this counter.
Okay, got that. So that's the view coming in on ITC as well. Sharp move on that one after the shareholders have approved the demerger of the hotels business. Coming back to the market moves, where can we see some interesting moves now? Let's dig in a little bit more to see if there are any interesting names. Let's look at the PSU stocks. We've discussed BHEL in the morning. We've discussed the defense space stocks like HAL. Concor is moving higher. You have the railway space that's been buzzing. So let's discuss railways now with Kunal. IRCTC up almost 6% now at 973. Other stocks also moving up. Ircon International, RVNL. You also have IRFC. These are the kind of names that are positive as far as the railway space is concerned. Let's also pull up Railtel, JWL, that's Jupiter Wagons, and Titagarh Rail. Remember, Titagarh Rail really fell sharply on the day of the elections, and this entire space was, of course, hammered in that trade as well. So recovery of sorts, 4.5% higher. Of course, it's come down from the day's high point. Let's look at the other stocks. Let's look at Ircon, IRFC, RVNL, Railtel, JWL. Let's pull up all of those stocks as well. And let's ask Kunal, out of all the stocks within the momentum that we are seeing in the railway space, where does he find more confidence coming in into the charts right now? Kunal, over to you as far as the railway pack is concerned.
Well, all the stocks related to railway sector looks very good to me, but I am not suggesting to go for long at present level. If you have these stocks in your portfolio, then please hold these stocks. We can see very good upside momentum, and the way government is like proactively working on the infra side and particularly on railway sides, we can see a very good upside momentum from the present level in this railways counter. At least we can see somewhere around 12 to 13% of momentum in railway after this July budget. So yes, it's holding the recommendation from my side rather to go for fresh recommendation. All these stocks can perform and outperform the market.
Okay, got that. So that's as far as the view on the railway space is coming in. There's some more news coming in with respect to the monsoons that all of us are awaiting with bated breath as a relief from the ongoing heat wave and blazing sun conditions as well. IMD now says as of today, and this is as per Informist that I am sharing with you, that IMD has said monsoons are likely to advance to Mumbai in the next 3 to 4 days, and of course it's already monsoon has advanced to most parts of Karnataka, and Maharashtra, Telangana and Andhra is where it is advancing to. Monsoon will cover the entire Karnataka and coastal Andhra Pradesh in the next 3 to 4 days, and monsoons will also cover the parts of Maharashtra and enter Mumbai in 3 to 4 days. The IMD also sees heat wave in eastern India and in Uttar Pradesh going forward over the next 5 days. So some parts of UP and eastern India to continue to face some heat wave, and even in northern Madhya Pradesh over the next 5 days as well. But IMD sees rainfall, thunderstorm over northwest India till Friday, and there could be some rains over Maharashtra, coastal Karnataka from Saturday onwards, and dust storm and hailstorm could also be coming in the north part of India too. So that's as far as the view coming in on the monsoon space. Kunal, we've been looking at the hopes building around monsoons and rural recovery, that kind of a theme getting some narrative built up. Are you looking to tap this space? Will this space get into action very soon?
Well, if we talk about FMCG sector, then FMCG is the direct sector, which will get benefit from this above average monsoon. IMD also discuss on the that this time we will get somewhere around 104. Means it will be like at good level of monsoon will be there and above its long term average. So we can expect a good monsoon ahead, and based on this expectation, FMCG sector that which has performed very good in recent days, we may see a good performance as well, which will continue near terms as well. So if you talk about few stocks, then but obviously Britannia is there right now. It is trading at 5437 level. One can go for long in these stocks with the SL of 5100. Upside momentum would be at 5750, and if stocks gives breakout of this 5750, then 6200 would be there. Not only these two, more stocks are there. Like Dabur is also looking good to me. Dabur has recently given a breakout of its horizontal trend line at 576 level. Right now, Dabur is trading at 598 level. So again, one can go for long at 576 level. If you talk about upside, then 640, 650 would be there. And one more stock which looks good to me is like Hero Motocorp, because Hero Motocorp is a direct beneficiary of this monsoon, particularly in terms of villages side. So yes, Hero Moto, one can go for long in Hero Motocorp as well. Right now it is trading at 5,535. Downside support comes at 4,900. If we talk about target side, then first target would be at 6,250. And if stocks use a breakout of this level, then 6,800 even we can see in near term.
Okay, got that. So those are the rural focused stocks that you can keep an eye out on as well. 322, good time to take some BTST trades from Kunal. Kunal, which trade would you be carrying on as BTST for tomorrow?
Well, the way market has been reacting since morning, it seems that we can also see a good upside momentum, or we can see good up momentum during tomorrow's trading session. So it's a buy side from my side. If you talk about few stocks like Sequent right now, if you talk about few stocks like Lancer, it is trading at 54.60. It looks very good to me right now on daily chart. If you talk about target side, then first target comes at, right now it is trading at 54.50. First target comes at 62, and if stocks use a breakout of 62, then we can as well see 68 in
Which is
tomorrow's
this
trading
stock
session.
that you're talking about, Kunal?
The Lancer, LANCER.
LANCER, Lancer.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. And downside strong support comes at 51.50. So one can go for long in this stock with the strict SL of 51.50.
Okay. No, this is, Lancer is it only a BSE listed stock?
No, you can see the stocks in no, yeah, it's in BSE only. Yes.
Okay, unfortunately, we cannot show our viewers the BSE listed stocks. We can show them NSE listed feeds as well. Any other stock that you could pick out from NSE too?
Yes, then one more stock is there. It's Nazara Technologies. Right now, stock is trading at 804 level. And during yesterday's trading session, we also witnessed some breakout as well in the counter. So even Nazara looks very good. Right now, it's trading at 16% upside momentum, but we can see further upside momentum from the present level. One can go for long in Nazara at 807. If you talk about SL side, then SL comes somewhere around 770, and right now stock is trading at 807. Target would be at 840 first target, and if stocks use a breakout of this 840, then we can see 881 as well, which would be like our final target in the counter.
Okay, right now around 807 odd levels. There could be a target of 840 odd coming in soon. Once that gets broken, 880 is something that you can aim for in Nazara Technologies. A very strong run up that has been seen in today's trading session as far as Nazara is concerned. Some other stocks related to the same space, similar space, Zensar Tech, let's look at that one. A very strong surge coming in, 11% higher for this one too. In trade today. How would you really look at the chart of Zensar Tech and tell us, is there a momentum here that one can look at?
Yes, definitely one has to look this counter, but one has to wait as well for this counter to get into the stock right now, because stock is up by 11%, and right now support comes at 575 level. So no recommending for long side, fresh long side, but if anyone have this stock in their portfolio, please hold these stocks. We can see very good upside momentum up to the level of first target comes at 725, and break stocks use a breakout of this, then we'll see somewhere around 800 level as well.
Okay. Let's again look at some interesting facts now, viewers. 5 minutes to go for the markets to shut shop. There is a long build-up that's happening in some of the stocks. Biocon, which we've discussed, Excite, HAL, Aditya Birla Fashion Retail, that even Sanjeev Bhasin had highlighted at 12 noon, and Granules India. These are the stocks that are seeing long built up happening. At the same time, some of the short covering that's taking place, I will highlight some of those stocks also for you. Largely, these are all the PSU stocks where shorts are getting covered. BHEL, PFC, GAIL, REC and Concor. These are the stocks where shorts are getting covered. So BHEL, you can see PFC, REC, both the power financiers. GAIL is what something that we've discussed, and even Concor, where short covering is taking place. Anything from this basket of stocks that I discussed, Kunal, that you feel for tomorrow also one needs to keep on their radar?
Well, again, I'm not suggesting to go for long, fresh long, because no high volatility that we have recently seen in this counter. And right now, if you talk about SL side, then SL also comes at deeper level. So no recommending for fresh long, but if you have the stock, then please hold the stock. We can see very good upside momentum in all this basket that you just discussed.
Got that. Okay, it's the real estate space that's taking it away. Remember, we had started the show with the real estate names. The index is now 5% higher, and several of the stocks over here are doing very well. Prestige, Brigade, Macrotech, Sobha, all of them in single high digits that one can see these stocks. Will the real estate carry on the momentum after the sharp up move today, Kunal?
Definitely, I'm seeing good upside momentum in this counter as well. Right now, I have an eye on Prestige. Right now, Prestige is trading at 1798 level, and recently the stock has given a breakout of its recent top as well, and it is up by 10%. So I would say one can go for long in this counter at present level 1794. Downside SL comes at 1700. Okay. Now, if you talk about its entry price, and if you talk about its SL side, then SL comes at 1700. Now, if you talk about target, and first target comes at 1875, and if stocks gives a breakout of this 1875, then we can as well see good move up to the level of 2000, which would be somewhere around 11 to 12% momentum that we can see in the counter.
Okay, got that. Well, just 2 minutes to go. We'll thank you, Kunal, for being with us on our special session today and helping our viewers navigate through the market gains that we are seeing now and the recovery, and which are the pockets one needs to keep an eye out on. The Nifty is now 240 points higher in trade. 22,860 can be seen on your screen. So just last 2 minutes and you see that spike coming back. Nifty is up over 1% now, and the gains are again coming back from the Nifty banking space. The index is now up 0.5%, 49,300 odd levels can be seen on this one. So the private banks are swinging into the green, and therefore you see some of the stocks actually coming back in flavor. Sectorally, barring the pharma and the FMCG space, rest of the sectors have moved up into the green zone. The India VIX has slipped further below, now 12% lower, below the 17 odd mark as well, and therefore you see that spike. Of course, some of the outperformers which have extended gains, Biocon, Granules India, where we have continuously discussed. Top movers on the Nifty from the IT pack, it's like Tech Mahindra, 4.4% higher. The top mover on the Nifty, HCL Tech, follows with 4% up move. Shriram Finance, SBI Life Insurance, State Bank of India, Infosys, Eicher Motors, NTPC and Coal India. These are the top moves as far as the Nifty movers are concerned. On the downside, you have Hindalco, Hero Moto, HUL, Asian Paints, M&M and IndusInd Bank, and also Nestle slipping away. So that FMCG space has further fizzled out in trade today. Let's look at the top movers on the F&O basket then. You have Glenmark Pharma, Biocon, Oracle Financial Services, BHEL, Exide and Aditya Birla Capital. Remember, it's the Aditya Birla group that Sanjeev Bhasin is positive on, saying that this entire group is getting re-rated, and two stocks he highlighted from the group, Vodafone Idea and Aditya Birla Fashion Retail. And now you see Aditya Birla Capital also moving up in tandem. From the PSU basket, again the index closes up 4% higher. BHEL, Hindustan Aeronautics, GAIL, RECPFC, Concor, IRCTC, NHPC. These are the top movers in trade today. So that's the wider move as far as the broader markets are concerned. Again, a strong move on small cap 100 index, 3.5% higher. Mid caps end the day with 2.4% up move right there. So there you have it on the closing screen on your channel. You see 22,851. On the Nifty, 231 points higher in trade. A sharp recovery that came in just the last few minutes, taking the Nifty higher by about 1%. We'll wrap it up at that, but do stay tuned on to Business Today, as we will continue to get you all the insights from the world of markets, business and finance. Stay tuned.
Chandrababu Naidu, in his first 2 terms as the Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, earned the nickname of being the CEO of the state. Postgraduate in economics, Chandrababu's functioning as the Chief Minister in the late 90s was very corporate in style that relied more on performance and tangible economic growth rather than traditional vote bank politics. It was reflected in the growth of the capital city of Andhra Pradesh, Hyderabad. It transitioned from being the Nizam city to a cyber hub of modern India.